Hi, this is Dorothy Kilty, and yesterday when I was making these cool layered tags for the Cozy Christmas collab by LineDotArrow and NonstopPapercrafts, and this is week 1 challenge. I had some things that were kind of left over. I'll link the video where I showed how to do this below, but it was kind of a long one, I think. So I decided to go ahead and use what was left over from the examples and stuff I did yesterday and show you how to do this. And as you can see, this piece that was the cutaway piece, I already have the cellophane here. Don't know if you can see it, but it's not covered up and secured, so I'll do that. And then this piece I cut out. This is the one that I said I cut out wrong because it was the full thing. So what I did is I took one of the large sheets and I cut out a backing for this, okay? And I have, I take my scraps and I glue them onto just a catalog page like this. So I clean up, and this makes kind of a master board, but it's not a finished master board. It needs to be decorated. So I'll probably do something like that. Although the different pages here makes a good kind of lines for journaling, and it's kind of interesting, okay? So this one does not have cellophane, so I need to put the cellophane in. And I figured out the right way to do that, not the way that I will show you on this. So what I have here is just packaging. This is just packaging material. It's from stickers. There's writing on this side, but not on this side. So all I did was I took this and I slid it up the sides to open it up. It's much harder doing this on camera than it is doing it on. Okay, so now I have this piece of cellophane, and I can take and glue it onto here, and then cut out the shape. So the way I'm going to do that is really simple. Let me cut a piece that's approximately the right size. There's a fold on here from when this folded up to secure it, and I don't want that fold. Oh, I cut crooked. Darn it. Let's put it this way, see if it'll fit. I got the fold. Okay. We'll just cut another piece. Lay it down. Lay it down. Lay it down, get the approximate size. You know, this is throwaway packaging, so I don't really care if I waste it per se, because I am using up something and keeping it out of the landfill with anything I use. Okay, let's get that out of the way. All right, now the way I'm going to glue this is just very simple. I'm just going to put, oh, this is the right size. This is the back side with the lines on it. Okay, I'm just going to take this and put glue around here. Okay, and I'm going to take my finger and just smoosh it out a little bit. This is going to be covered up with the piece of the masterboard. Okay, now I'm going to just lay this down here, making sure that all of it is on the plastic. There we go. Okay, and now I can cut around this piece. Whoops. Sharp scissors. You got to watch out for sharp scissors. Okay, and we'll go over the bottom and up this side. I must have had... Okay, now, I have this piece, and all I did was I laid this down before I put the cellophane on it, onto this masterboard here, background here, and traced around it, okay? And then I traced around the inside as well. And so now I'm just going to cut the inside away, okay? So this isn't cut perfectly, but I'll show you how we're going to fix that up, okay? So what I'm going to do is take my straight edge and my X-Acto knife, a blade in it. I didn't clean up yesterday after finishing. I just ran over and started doing it. Now the way you want to cut this is you want to see the lines. So you're going to put this ruler alongside so that you can kind of see the lines. You want to know where it's starting and stopping. And so you're going to very carefully and slowly cut right. Huh, that is not glued down well, is it? Okay, we'll fix that. Okay, let's see if I cut through. You can kind of see the line on the back side. So I'm going to real quick glue this down. Okay. This is cardstock, and apparently I didn't get enough glue stick on it to really hold it in place. Let's put this back down here, lining up the lines. Pretty good. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to put this down. I'm pushing a little harder because I want to hold that piece down that's glued on. Okay, now we're going to go over. Why don't you want to stick? Well, you're not only... Get that out of there. It's better to use paper than cardstock. I thought it looked cool. It does look cool. Okay. This came off. Well, we'll just cover it up with something. Okay. We'll go over on this side. All errors are fixable. Well, maybe not all. Now, the other thing to think about, which I didn't think about before I started cutting this, is that if you want to secure a certain part, you might want to put the ruler over the part that you want to keep. Then, if you do make a mistake, it's going to be on the inside rather than the outside. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to add a little bit more glue to these strips. You know, I clean my desk out by gluing things down on these pages, so sometimes I'm not maybe as careful as I should be. And then when you cut out the piece, now this is a perfectly good back for a tag or a journaling card or something, so we're not throwing that away. Okay, I'm gonna add some glue to this. Back down. It might have been a good idea, since this catalog had kind of slick pages, to maybe just run a piece of sandpaper over it to help it to stick too. This is the first time I've had this much of a problem, but it's also the first time that I have really cut it into such thin shapes. I usually make these into journaling cards. So, there. Okay, now, we have the cellophane on this. This is the front. This is going to be the back. So now when I just secure this around all the edges, we're going to have, well, it'll finish off and secure the plastic in this. Now, another thing you can think about doing, which might be a good idea, is to cut the plastic, cellophane, whatever it is, just a little bit smaller so that you have more of a edge to grab onto. So that might be useful as well. Okay? So this is, whoops, slide it down a little bit. Now, as you can see, the top is not quite the same. Maybe you can't see because it's kind of dark. So I'm just going to cut around this a little bit and trim it up. And then I'm going to take my sandpaper and just smooth these edges. I am not the world's best cutter. Probably just being in too big of a hurry. But by sanding the edges, you make them all the same size, and makes them look better. You can even cut it if it's a big enough difference. Okay? I have a little bit of a cellophane sticking out here. Because I didn't cut this one a little bit smaller like I did the other ones, I think I'm going to use a little bit bigger washi tape. Let's see, snowflakes on this one. Okay, and do I want to do that? No, I don't. I'm going to take and just put some glue along the edge of this. See what that does to it. Oh, see, I've got plastic sticking out here again. Okay. All right, let's ink the edges. Now, in this case, you've got several layers here of white, and inking the edges helps cover that up, as well as any white that shows around if you didn't cut it exactly to the lines. And it's really interesting that I see these rough edges when I'm inking along the edge. Okay, so there we go. So now we have this background, we have this on top, and then last but not least is going to be this one. So on this one, we're going to take this brass colored washi tape, and we're going to put it up here. This, for some reason, this one really seems to want to stick. So I'm not being, I'm not worried about adding glue to it. I'm having a hard time not getting it stuck to my fingers. Oh, come on, along the edge. So what this is doing is securing the edges of the plastic on the back, okay? In this case, what I'm going to do is put a little piece of something okay. So let's put this right down here, tracing around this. Okay. Oh, well, you can sort of see this line here. Okay. I like this paper because it's a little bit textured, so it makes it a little bit fun. I'm going to cut the line off here. So it would have been better if I had done the cellophane more like the other one I did, but when I was playing with this yesterday, I hadn't really thought about that, so it's a little different. Lots of glue. Line it up on the bottom. Okay, and now that becomes a little bit of a journaling space. It becomes, and it secures the plastic in between the layers, and now we have the third layer like this. Now all we need to do now is decorate this up a little bit. So this one, because it has the cellophane here, is really super cute all by itself, I think. I mean, because it's got the cutaway. But what I want to do is add a little bit of decoration down here by adding this picture of a crocheted flower. Isn't that a pretty flower? I wish I had about 100 of those in real life. So, okay. So we'll add this to this. And I'm going to go ahead and let it stick up over the edge a little bit and add a little bit layer. Now, it doesn't stand out enough for me, so I'm going to add something behind it. So again, this is adding more layers. Oh, shoot, I know it was right here. Should have cleaned my desk this morning before I started working again, I guess. Well, actually, let's change our mind. I'm going to add, we have these little words that I've stamped on this strip of just cloth. So I'm just tearing it, if it'll tear. Oh, wow. Good cloth. Let's try again. There we go. I like to have the little strings hanging a little bit. That's why I try and tear. You can also rough up the edges a little bit by pulling some strings out, okay? Now, what I'm going to do, I was going to put some gauze here, but it's not on my desk, so I'll use what's on my desk. So I am just going to put this little kitty Wonkus and glue that down. Let's see. I do want some of the stamp to show, though. Okay, how about like that? Okay, so I am going to, I'm holding this down because I want to see where it needs to go. And this is Fabri-Tac glue. So now I'm just adding some here. And now I can lift this up and add some here, put it on the back like that. And then I'll take this crocheted flower. So, you know, I have several layers on this tag. I have the background, the cellophane, and the cover. And then I've added this cloth, I've added this digital, and I've inked the edges of this. Yes, already inked. So when you're making layered tags, there's layers, okay? So now this will go on the front, and I want to put something up here, both to secure that and to, no. Thought I'd already done this, so. Yeah, that'll be good. Okay, I'm just gonna put this on the back up here. Okay, so now we have this is the top layer. This one will swivel over, and you'll see this layer, which shows the whole thing. I want to add a little bit of a decoration around this. Let me get my papers back out. I thought I had enough things fussy cut already to decorate this, but I don't. So I'm just flipping through these pages that I have here to see what I can put. Oh, these are lovely. Okay. I love it when they put reduced, when the creators make these reduced sizes. And this one, you can see right down here, it says collaboration with NonstopPapercrafts. So this